All right, we're going to get into some questions with our jester.
Sure. Let's do it.
All right. We have some random things here. And speaking of old,
Well, there you go.
can't see anymore. All right, our first question from the jester,
Yes.
which by now everybody knows who he is and why he is. And okay, and we've touched on this a little bit.
Okay.
Is creativity a skill, a gift, a practice, a muscle, or a curse?
All of the above.
Okay.
It is all of that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's my greatest weapon, and sometimes it's my biggest failure. Just because, greatest weapon. It's what I do for a living. We're problem solving, and life is problem solving, and you have to be creative when you problem solve. And then on the complete other end of the spectrum is it done? I could do something else.
Is it done? That's that question.
Yeah.
It's never done. And you said something about being perfect earlier. Nothing's ever perfect.
Nope.
And nothing's ever done.
Nope.
When do you, this might even be a question, but we'll get to it now.
Okay.
When do you know that something's done?
When do I know that something's done? See, I watched some podcasts and listened to some, and I was fearing this question because I don't have a good answer.
Which is great.
Yeah, and I hate to say it because clients say this too, but I know it when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
And a clients say that a lot, like, I don't know what I want, but I'll know it when I see it.
Which drives us mad.
Crazy. But on the flip side of that phrase, I've been doing this for so long, I know it when I see it.
No, when I see it, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right. As the one who's doing the creating, you know it when you see it. As the one who's asking for, who just has this vision out here, but can't articulate it, and I'll know it when I see it, that's madness because you're not helping anybody get to that point. But as one who's creating it, and you have all the information, you've gone through all that, the preliminary stuff, then it's a different thing. You all know it when I see it.
Yeah.
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 There's the deadline is usually what makes it done.
The deadline helps.
It's like, okay, it's done and I'm not going back to it.
Right.
But like, there's things that I still have finished that I'm like, gosh, wouldn't I really want to redo that.
Yeah.
Or I really want to kind of tweak it a little bit more, but
I don't know if that's because it's not finished or you want to make another version. It's like,
yeah,
is it going to make it different or is it going to make it better?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big question that I ask all the time, especially with junior people who like you were asking about why not. And
I love that question for a junior.
That's really it.
Yeah.
Is it going to make it different or is it going to make it better? If it's going to make it better, let's go. If it's going to make it different, we don't have time for that.
Yeah. That's a great distinction.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. I love that. That might be in the promo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, social media.
Yes.
Is it ruining everything or making life better?
Ruining everything. It's simple.
Yeah.
I mean, I've taken social media off my phone. I don't have it on my phone anymore. I do have LinkedIn, but that's only for work because people message me. But there's no Instagram, there's no Facebook, there's no Twitter, TikTok, any of that stuff.
Do you miss being connected to past friends, family, et cetera, et cetera?
So I still have my accounts. I didn't turn them off. And I'll look on the computer every once in a while.
It's a more directed type of moment. It's less...
Yeah. So like...
boredom.
So yeah, so during my workday, like when I start my workday, I will log into Instagram and Facebook mostly to see if I have any messages or if somebody has sent me something. Other than that, it's garbage. There's a lot of AI videos now.
Tons.
And some of them are really good, like they're really well done, but the AI videos that are really well done are not targeted ads.
No.
They're just quick hitters. And yeah, social media, bad.
Yeah.
I won't let my kids have it.
Yeah, I even go so far. I agree with you on the kid thing. The hard no. I'd even go so far to say that I'd put the internet genie back in the bottle if I had my.
That's interesting. I kind of like that.
There's things that I would miss. I love being able to bank on my phone. I
Yep.
love being able to the convenience of certain things. I
Okay.
certainly would miss that.
Convenience is fine. Convenience is great. That's the number one thing that my phone provides me is convenience.
Internet does that.
Yeah. But, so I said, earlier about going to Nashville and then Brooklyn, and the thing that the internet has done that drives me horribly mad and sad and upset is when it comes to fashion and clothing and regional styles and the way people dress and the way people act. The internet has changed all that. It's really making along with fast fashion, it is making a lot of people in a lot of different countries the same. I used to love going to other countries and going to like the equivalent of a Foot Locker in say like Ireland, because the shoes there were different.
Yes.
Because they had different colors. Sometimes they had
Yep.
different styles, and you come back with like a European exclusive. Or you go to Japan and they've got crazy styles there, and it's like, where'd you get that? It's like, well, I got that in Japan.
Yeah.
I've never been to Japan. I would love to go.
That's cool.
But
Yeah.
I got those in England, or I got those in Ireland, or
Yeah.
France, and companies would segregate their product by geographical distribution, and now a lot of people look the same.
Yeah. I think with travel too, it's made travel so easy in a way where you can show off smaller, more niche things that then become, and everybody goes and floods it, and they're not ready for it,
No,
kind of thing. And so, I would, if somebody gave me the choice, I think I would put the genie back in the bottle.
I can get down with that.
And it's funny because I don't even remember. It wasn't until high school for me that I had email, so I have some idea of what it's like beforehand. But I don't know what it would be like to do work. I don't know how my parents did stuff or how my dad did stuff. Like I said, he was in the Air Force in the '80s. There was no email. You actually walked over to somebody, you called them on the phone. Oh my gosh, what is that like?
Yeah. When I went to college and somebody told me I had to sign up for an email address, I said, why do I need an email address? What do I need that for?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you can talk to people. I was like, yeah, I got a telephone.
Right.
I got my pager.
That's
Yeah.
pager. That's it. Oh man.
Yeah.
I think that would be a very interesting movie too. All right. Kind of talked about this briefly, but this is a one-word thing.
Okay.
Fill in the blank. Creativity is a
spectrum.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What talked about that?
Creativity comes in all different forms and shapes and sizes, and I look at some like pieces of art and I'm just like, there's no way in the world that I would have thought of that. But it's amazing and it's awesome and I love it. But somebody might say that about something that I did. So I think it's a spectrum because, there are so many different ways to express yourself creatively. Art, music, design, anything, writing. There's so many different ways to express it that, you can't just say it's one thing.
Banana taped to the wall. Creative or not?
I don't understand how that is going to last the test of time because bananas wilt.
Right.
So
is that part of the art of it?
is it part of the art that somebody's going to end up with a piece of duct tape on the wall? So that I don't know. It's like Duchamp with like the toilet. Is that art? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's somebody's art. Somebody feels it's art that way. Do I?
Well, that's the really interesting subjective, objective thing about art.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing about being a designer. We have the most subjective job in the world. Like I said before, I'd be like, I could do that. My kid could do that. I've got a cousin whose son has a friend who makes websites, and they're going to do it for $25.
Yeah. They got Photoshop in high school.
Oh, my God. Yeah. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, banana on the wall. it's performance art, I guess.
Which is a level of creativity.
Yep. It's creative. I never would have thought to do that.
I will give you that one there, and I'll put it in that. That's an interesting way to define that. Yeah. I can get on board with that one. All right, you've talked about music a bit.
Okay.
What 3 albums, we'll call it, or songs,
Okay.
should someone listen to if they want to understand you?
If they want to understand me, well, I'm going to split it into phases of my life.
Okay.
All right. So, as a youngster,
Only old people say that.
back in the late 1900s, when I was a youngster,
Right.
I'd say Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. Then I'd move on to college years, and this one's easy for me. It's Ready to Die by Notorious B.I.G.
Oh, okay.
All right, that was huge impact on my life. Just listening to that, it was like the soundtrack to everything. And then I'll go to like now, I'd say Southeastern by Jason Isbell.
That is a wide variety.
Wide variety. My musical
Which
tastes,
is so cool.
My musical tastes span a lot. My wife works at a performing arts center, so I get to see a lot of shows, a lot of live shows. Not as many as her. She's probably sees 75 shows a year.
Oof.
And like big shows.
Yeah.
I took my daughters and my wife to see Lady Gaga this year in concert, and that was I've never been to a pop concert before. Like I realize that. Like I like to see guys with beards and flannels. Like that's what I'm into now. Or guys in back in the day it was guys in tracksuits and chains.
Right. Yeah.
So I'd never really been to a pop concert, and Lady Gaga show was a spectacle. It was amazing. I was like, this is so wild. Like I had a blast.
Yeah.
But yeah, like my musical tastes have definitely changed over the years, and I haven't lost love for any of them. I have just evolved into listening to more things. To opening my mind to more things.
Yeah, I think that's important. I'm a little more difficult.
Okay.
I have a harder time with today's music, and I don't exactly know how to define it. It just feels the same. It feels like you have to dig a lot deeper. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what it is. I just don't have the time to dig as deep as I should to find something that feels a little more authentic, a little more
I can give you some recommendations.
Nuanced. Send them over. I love that.
Yeah, because I like my oldest daughter, she loves Drake. And I was a huge hip hop fan, like during like late teens to like still to today. I don't understand today's hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
I a lot of it I just don't get. Some of it I do. There is some great new artists, like people who have a style that I like, but like mumble rap, like I don't get that.
Yeah.
And like just talking about your candy colored Lambo all the time, and some
Everybody needs
of these
a candy colored Lambo.
Everybody needs one. I actually drove one. I went to an event and got to drive a candy colored Lambo.
That's fun.
It was awesome. But I can't say I dislike it. I just say I don't understand it. Because if I say I dislike it, I turn into my parents who say that they don't like the music that I listen to. Like it's just noise.
I don't get that Axl Rose guy. What's his Axl?
Yeah. Why does he look like a girl?
Right. I don't like that.
It's and today, you go to the supermarket and they're playing Guns N' Roses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like, this used to be like outlaw type music, and now it's music.
Well, now it's being used in like Step Brothers, where they're like acapellaing it in the car, and you're like, it becomes these pop culture references that, which I think is actually good in a way because it keeps them alive.
Yeah.
So that way the next generation understands them and they ask questions about like, oh, what is this? And they learn why it was important or the relevance that it had when we were growing up. It's like Michael Jackson and everything that he did. If you just see him in a bubble, you go like, it's kind of weird looking.
Yeah.
If you pull out and get the context of it, you go, holy crap.
Yeah, he's the king of pop.
You know?
Yeah, and my daughters can sing almost the words to almost any Fleetwood Mac song.
Mm.
I'm like, I'm a good parent.
There you go.
I got them doing that.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter, we were in Boston visiting family. This is years ago, and it was just she and I were coming home, and I knew Guns N' Roses was playing at Fenway Park, and I didn't have tickets, and I was like, you know what? I drove her over in the car to Fenway Park, pulled over, parked illegally, turned on the hazards, rolled down the windows, and listened to the show.
That's cool.
And she still remembers it.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. What an experience. Yeah, my daughter likes some Dobie Gray and Tom Petty. I'm like,
yeah,
this is cool.
That's awesome.
You know, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's see. We got what do we got here? Oh, we'll go one more. See where we land. If you could trade lives with someone for just a day,
okay,
who would it be?
If I could trade lives with someone for a day, oh, that's really hard. That's really hard. There are so many different facets of things that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
I would go with Michael Jordan, any of the championships.
I don't know how you argue with that. Yeah, I mean, that would be fantastic. Yeah.
That'd be a great day.
That would be a great day.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to have to put in the work. Like,
just want to experience it.
Yeah, I just want the celebration.
Yeah.
You know, and knowing what that's like.
That would be incredible.
You know, because I mean, all we see is, you know, what's on TV.
Yeah.
We don't see these guys grinding. I know a couple guys who played in the NBA, and those guys work hard.
Oh yeah.
Their off season is hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a reason. You know, I mean, they get paid obscene amounts of money.
Sure.
But the work that they put in to earn that amount of money is
I don't think that
crazy.
The average Joe has any idea. I listened to a guy just the other day recount what he put into his effort from like the age of 10 onward to get to the NBA.
Yeah.
He was not a superstar. He played in the NBA. He also played in Europe, played professionally for 15 years. So made it to the highest of levels. And he was like, I had a minimum that I expected of myself that I never deviated from. From the age of 10 on, like I had a ball with me for 2 hours every day.
Yeah.
I was doing this. And you add it all up and you're like, that's insane.
Yeah, you give up a large part of your life for your dream.
Yeah. I remember, you know, the Tiger Woods did the same thing. Gave up, you know, all of his childhood. You know, the ones who were the best, especially, sacrificed kids, families. I mean, everything. You know, and it's a ton of work.
It's so much work. And you know, you mentioned playing in Europe as well. I don't care where you play your sport, in what country. If you are a professional athlete, you have put in the work.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter what sport, what level, what country. Like, I have a bunch of friends who played in Europe. It's hard. It's real hard.
Yeah.
You know, just, I mean, everyone. Like, you go to Division 1, 2, or 3, NAIA, all those guys work hard, all those girls work hard, and then they move on. You know, I think it's like 3% move professionally.
Yeah.
And they work even harder. Hardest workers in the room.
Yeah. It's that video of, I guess, Scalabrini, is it?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
White
playing,
Mamba.
Yeah, playing against, you know, average dudes and smoking them.
Oh, my God.
And you look at him in that group of NBAers, like, he's objectively not the best.
Right.
But, like, that's how insanely difficult it is to play at that level in any pro sport.
He had a quote where when he was talking about that, about playing, and he said, what these people don't realize is I'm closer in skill to LeBron James than they will ever be.
Right. Which is a weird thing, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Scal, you got this.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I've got a buddy who played for the Skins years ago, and I guess the Packers too, and he played in the Deion era.
Okay.
And he goes, in Little League, he goes, I was the best. In Pop Warner, I was the best. In, you know, all these different levels, junior high, high school, he goes, I was the best. College, I was the best on my team, kind of thing. Made it to the pros, he goes, and I was not the best anymore by a long shot.
Well, you figure, I mean, the funnel just gets so much
Yeah.
shorter, so it's such a sharper angle
Yeah.
that you end up with everybody in the NBA was the best in their high school. In the NFL, best in their high school. They're probably the best in their college. But you got to rank somewhere amongst everybody else who's a professional.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There can only be one best.
There can all. I mean, there's the whole LeBron Jordan debate, but I'm sticking with Jordan.
I don't know that it is even that much of a debate, but
You can't. Well, also, I think on one of your podcasts, as David Aldridge mentioned,
Yeah.
it's a different game.
it's a different game.
It's a much different
Totally
game.
different game, and it doesn't take away from what LeBron's done. It's incredible.
No, I mean that guy's an animal.
Yeah.
He's a maniac.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he's 40-something years old and he's playing at the level that he's playing, like who does that?
Yeah. No, it's a ton of work. Again, it goes back to what you said.
Yeah,
It's a ton of work.
a ton of work.
I think
ton
to
of
be
work.
good at anything requires a ton of work.
Mhm.
You know, if we will, wrap this up with, back to creativity and back to what we do and what we know, you don't become a creative director by accident.
Mhm.
You talked about how much time and effort and energy and practice you put into your skill and your craft.
Yeah.
All of those things, to be successful, takes intentional work and effort.
Yeah. And I can leave you with one last cliche
I love it.
that I say to my kids all the time. And it is like it's my number one cliche. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard.
I got nothing else. That's all we got. Thanks, everybody. David, that was awesome.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.